Productions. Coming live. Worldwide exclusive.
And another one.
Alright, so we need to get started because we don't have a limited time and we have a lot to do today. Today we'll be talking about the respiratory system. Say respiratory system.
Respiratory system.
Respiratory system is one of the major organ systems that are part of our living and affect our body, our homeostasis, which is internal balance, how we actually live and breathe every day. All right. So with the respiratory system, I want to start off with a quick game. Okay. Here we go. Let's please we're gonna see who can hold their breath the longest. All right. Now, before we start though, we're gonna have like a competition. Who thinks they can hold their breath the longest? Everyone thinks they up in the race. 1, 2, inhale. Go. So we can hold our breath for an extended amount of time. If you experience diver, how long do you think they can hold their breath?
Like 5 minutes.
This must affect how we
Breathe.
breathe. Very good. Here we go. I need a couple of volunteers. I need a few people. One person from every table. I'm gonna just wait. Okay, come on up. Just one person from every table. One person. One person. What does oral cavity sound like when you think of oral cavity? It sounds like going to the what? Teeth. And who deals with the teeth? Professionally. The dentist. Exactly right. Very good. Let's give him a hand clap. Very good. Going on. Check me out. We have the lungs. I need you to come up with, there's a critical thinking form in the middle of your desk. I need everyone to please pick one of these up. Wave it in the air like you just don't care. Wave it in the air like you just don't care. All right, I need to look. You need to develop 2 questions really quickly. Develop 2 questions. One from one side, one from the other side. Yes. Critically thinking. Remember, if you start with knowledge, that's the lowest level of thinking. And if you go to evaluation, it's the highest level of thinking. Or highest level of type of thinking. Here. Who needs a template? Hey, I got you. Thank you. Cool. Give it to me. Once you develop one of your questions, you need to pass your question to your neighbor and let them answer one of your questions. They need to answer just one of your questions. Anything about the lungs. Anything you think of about the lung. Give it to one of your neighbors. As soon as you finish with it, give it to your neighbor. Get it off of you. Get it off of you. Let them answer it. Chop, chop. Time is money. We have 2 minutes. Break that. Like Sweet Brown says, I got time for that. I got bronchitis. Right. I got bronchitis. What does that affect? Your what? Breathing. Come on. There you go. A few people. All right, here we go. We're going to start in the back. Time is of the essence. Right here. Caleb. Catch.
My name is Caleb Harrison. The question was, how would you prove the lungs is the main part of the respiratory system?
Okay. How would you prove that the lungs are the major part of the respiratory system, right? Okay.
And he answered because the lungs are the organs that have air in them.
The lungs are the organs that have air in them. Good. Throw me the beanbag. Give him a hand clap.
My name is Jay Stroder. One was, how can you explain how the lungs work?
Here we go. So, with your question, I need you to stop writing your question right quick for a moment. I want our brains to start thinking critically. When you start thinking critically, we have to ask ourselves these questions. Always ask your question, how, why, from what, or when. And so, today we're going to talk about the diaphragm, all right? Say diaphragm.
Diaphragm.
Say diaphragm.
Diaphragm.
Say diaphragm.
Diaphragm.
I can hear you say diaphragm.
Diaphragm.
The balloon on the inside does what? It
Air
airs up and
Expand.
expands and. Oh, somebody with me. Come on, one more time. Somebody with me. Tracy, what do you think this stopper represents?
The larynx and pharynx.
Larynx and pharynx. I know these vocabulary words. What do you think the blue balloon on the inside represents? We will have 15 minutes in order to do this. Answer the question, how does the diaphragm affect breathing? And this would also, by the way, it is GLE. It is investigating human body system and their function, including circulatory, digestive, and skeletal, respiratory, etc. Here we go. So we need to have a timekeeper. A timekeeper, you are responsible for making certain the task is completed in time, and you are to help the recorder. Recorder, you are to record the answers of the 4 questions. Everyone has to develop 1 question on their own and give it to the recorder. Everyone must develop 1 question on his or her own and then give it to the recorder. Recorder, you are then to write those 4 questions down and answer them, along with the help of the timekeeper and the spokesperson. Alright, you are responsible for drawing a label, a schematic of the respiratory system. Say schematic.
Schematic.
Alright? And then the spokesperson, excuse me, spokesperson, you're responsible for speaking on behalf of your group. At the end of the class, the spokesperson will tell us how does the diaphragm affect respiration. We didn't want to answer that question. All right, keep that in our brain.
What's that? What that is?
All right. We want to answer those questions. Make sure it's labeled as well. If you can use a splash of color, that'll be nice. And the inflate and deflate. Right, bounce out. It's the same thing, right? Make sure who's going to form person. Very good. Make sure it's labeled. Keep going.
Get through the whole part.
Yeah, you did. That's very good. That's a sketch. That's a great sketch. So it doesn't look bad. Very good. Very good.
So I got to answer the question.
Okay, let's start with one first. Write it down.
You got to help the
You did.
recorder.
I saw it. Write that down. These are our neighbors. What are these? And behind there are right here. Let me check.
We still going to need 2 more questions.
And these are the long. These are the long. What is that called? The what? Diaphragm. Exactly. Good. Has anyone heard of a person been on the respirator at the hospital? You ever heard of that? Yes, it does. Exactly right. Respirator helps a person breathe. A breathing machine. Exactly right. So if we were to expand, so tell me how what the diaphragm does. What the lungs do. So how much longer do we have? By the time the buzzer or the timer goes off, everyone needs to be seated back in their desk, close the textbook, and I'm ready to start presentation. Oh, come on, Jadis. 5, 4, 3, 2. I'm gonna say it one more time. Read one of the questions in which you guys came up with and give us the answer, and then you need to answer how does the diaphragm affect respiration. All right?
We answered your question by, it says, how does the diaphragm affect respiration? It pulls out and the lungs expand. When it relaxes, the lungs push out CO2.
Very good. Give me a hand clap.
My name Ricky, and the question we had was, what function the lungs to keep moving? We said the lungs doesn't move if the diaphragm doesn't move.
Okay, the lungs do not move if the diaphragm does not move. Very good. The diaphragm. How would you describe the
diaphragm?
And it's like a what?
Rubber band or balloon.
Very good.
Okay.
Speak loudly.
Our question was, what is the diaphragm?
A diaphragm is a large muscle below the lungs that relax and moves air in and out of the chest.
One of our question was, how do the lungs work? And we answer, they inhale the air and they inhale to wait on the diaphragm.
Good. All right.
Hey class.
Hi.
Alright, one of our questions was, how would you describe the lungs? The lungs are the main system. So, we said, how does the diagram affect breathing? The diagram affects
Okay.
affects breathing by, okay, the orange balloon is the diaphragm below the lungs, and when you inhale,
Okay.
it pushes out. When you exhale,
Okay.
it moves in.
All right. So here we are. As a review, the diaphragm, inhalation and exhalation. When the diaphragm flattens or is in its normal position, the lung deflates, which is called exhalation. When the diaphragm stretches the lungs, it inflates, or the lungs will inflate, which is called inhalation, which we just saw there again. One time for demonstration purposes only. As we close, I have different words up here now. It says a pump, bags, a moist place, cool breeze, a straw, and armor, like body armor, as if you are in the army. All right?
That's like this.
It's kind of like that. And this is our review. As we do this, okay, you do it. You do it. You do it. Oral what? Oral what class?
Cavity.
Good. Put OC. JeMarcus. You got it. Come on. Now, choose one. Yes, please. All right. What is that? Starts with an N. What is that? Nasal. Nasal cavity. Put NC. Very good. Take a straight down there for me, buddy. All right. Right. What does that stand for? Trachea. Very good. All right. I see you. Brittany. Okay, Xavier. If he gets it right. All right. RC stands for
Rib cage.
rib cage. Very good. Right here. Boom. Go ahead. Good. D stands for diaphragm, and right here. Lungs. Very good. All right. Let everyone a hand clap again. So let's talk about the respiratory system. Let's talk about the function of these parts right here as we close. The diaphragm is very important to the respiratory system because without it, we wouldn't actually have the ability to breathe. Because it is the diaphragm that causes us to expand, causes our lungs to expand and constrict or constrict. All right? Here we are. As the air goes in through our through our nasal cavity, let's do that one more time. Let's breathe in through the nasal cavity. It goes down through our what? Trachea, good. And then it goes down into our lungs. Exactly right. I have a question. When we just breathe in, let's do an oral cavity breath intake. One more time. 1, 2, 3. I have a question. Breathe out. Was that breathing cold or warm? Cold. Cold. And was that from the oral cavity or the nasal cavity? Oral. Exactly right. So good. We have a great class today. I'm happy you guys were able to fulfill the task in time. Make sure you are prepared on tomorrow. All right. Study and have a good day.